impressed were you by the teaser?
It's a masterpiece.
All right, Marcel,
Awesome.
I'm really excited to talk to you about That's a Wrap. And oh my God, I watched it this morning. I loved it. I loved the kills. I loved the little twist in the story. It was such a fantastic movie.
Awesome. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So this is the first film in this new production company, Neon Noir, to formed with Joe Knetter and Sarah French. How did this partnership? How did the partnership start? How did this all come about?
It kind of started when I mean, we all worked together before on Blind and Pretty Boy, and then we worked with different people and producers and all that. And then at one point we thought, well, we're making all the work, so why we should start a production company and do it for us and do it with people like who believe in us and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's how it started. And then we're looking for the week to start the company, so that would say, okay, that's those guys. So yeah, and then That's a Wrap. We decided That's a Wrap to be our first movie, and then yeah.
That's awesome. And this has a great cast. I mean, I'm very familiar with, of course, Sarah. Serena Vincent, I know she's done horror movies, but I actually know her from Power Rangers back in the day because I was like, I'm a huge Power
Yeah.
Go figure. Monique Parent, Gigi Gustin, who I talked to a few months ago, as well as Joe and Sarah when they did Space Wars. I mean, this cast was great. Yeah, this cast was phenomenal. And what was it like working with them?
It's actually, it was fantastic with every single person. I know people say that all the time, but I really mean it. It was like, I know how it was with Joe and Sarah, but it was the first time for me working with Gigi, and Gigi is just I mean, her spirit is like so. I don't know. She's a wonderful person. Just her, I mean, just her, and then she's a phenomenal actress. So that was like a kind of a smaller role, but now we worked with her on Garden of Eden, and there's another project coming up. So it is just so nice working with her. It's fun, and she puts so much into the characters. That's nice. That's great to see. The same with Monique. Monique, we knew from the beginning on when Joe wrote the script that we were interested in Monique Parent. So because she brings all that old Hollywood glamourish look with her. Shows from a scream queen side, but also like from a like a classic Hollywood actress. She has that elegance and all that. So we knew, okay, we need someone like her. And it was just phenomenal working with her. Everything about her is just so, I don't know, classic.
It is.
And so much class. And then we decided to hire her again for Garden of Eden. So it was like everything was just, I don't know. It sounds weird saying that all the time. Everything was perfect and all that, but it really was. And also for our it was an amazing shoot from start to finish. There was nothing went wrong in any way, and it's and I'm happy to say that, because on a film set there's a lot of shit who could go down, So, but it was really perfect. Also with Serena Vincent, that she was friends with Sarah and Joe for many years, but for me it was the first time working with her, and it was just, she was so nice, especially for someone who did so many movies before. I know her from Cabin Fever and Not Another Teen Movie. That's my movies I know her from. I guess I was like a little bit too. My Power Ranger time was a little bit before she joined the Power Ranger universe. So I watched all the first season, and then at one point she came. or join the Power Ranger group. So I was like more the early on Power Ranger fan. So
exactly.
yeah, no, it was great. Also, yeah, also Robert Donovan. Every single person in this in the movie, they really, everyone knew what the character was, and they had so many ideas as well for the character and how that we talked about it, and it was just nice to see what the actors bring to the table as well for ideas and all that. So everyone had so much fun, and it's just a nice or a great time to think back. It's like, yeah, that was
exactly
a wonderful set, a wonderful experience.
And the kill scenes were phenomenal in this. I mean, it definitely had that Italian giallo influence. And I know that Robert Lucas wrote the script, but did you have a hand in like the kill scenes and like bringing that Italian style to the film as well? Were you involved in that?
The funny thing is, actually, first Joe and I had it was one of those I don't know, like a hot tub night, sitting outside and thinking, what could we do? What should we do? What is it? And then when he came up with that idea about the film studio and the movie set and all that, and the plan was actually more like a serious movie. But then after he started the script, it clearly was not anymore. And actually, that's what I liked a lot about the movie. So it got that meta and all those different levels. So it was perfect, and it's got that Scream kind of, but it's more fun than Scream, and so it's kind of his own thing, and I like that. So, and I'm a huge giallo fan, so he knew what I wanted kind of for our first movie. So, and I'm big on like colors and this and that. So, and writing the script around a film studio, so he knew, okay, I can use all of that. And so yeah, so he and Rob wrote a wonderful script, and it was like easy for me to get into that and create the world around that's right what they created as a script.
That's awesome. I gotta say, one of the kills especially actually had me laughing so hard.
I don't know which one you mean.
I think you do know which one I mean, but
I do. I think I know. Yeah.
And it was just the fact that he sees what happens, and then he throws something at the. I was like literally like I was like first like shocked, but then when I saw what he did, I literally like ended up laughing so hard I almost started crying. It was like, oh my god, is that really like did that just happen? That's probably the best like that's probably the best
that makes me happy because that's the reaction we wanted. Actually, that people think what, and then did that really happen right now? Wait, what?
I think that's the best one. Best of using that appendage death scene since Terrifier 2, when Art the Clown like does that to someone and he shows it to the guy's girlfriend like right before he kills her. I'm like,
yes.
I think that this literally tops Terrifier 2's version of that because it's just the fact
just because of the insanity and the weirdness. Yeah, it is different. It is different. Like the gore level is not that like high in Terrifier or anything. But then we didn't want to go down that road, but we needed like bloody kills, but we knew it's not like the next Terrifier. We wanted to do more of a comedy kind of thing, but I'm happy to hear that this kill was like something you will remember.
Well, last year we had the Terrifier 2 bedroom kill scene. I think as like everyone said that's one of the best or the best kill of last year. I think this year it should be that. It should be that particular death in this movie. I think that's gonna be the best. That should be the best kill scene ever because that's just hysterical, like all around. But
thank you, I appreciate that, and I know everyone else will appreciate that too. I know that.
Oh man, the third act, the big reveal was really insane because it was not what I expected at all. I kind of maybe did a little bit, but I was not expecting how it came out. I mean, but that was brilliant how it came out. Not to spoil anything.
Thank you. I mean, it is. That's the hardest part making a movie like that. That that's something you don't want to like see in the theater. Or with people. Oh, I knew it from the beginning on who the killer is and this and that. So this is probably the hardest part. But the script was really clever, hiding all that, and then at the end it was like that's actually the most important part. If the script is written so well and you can't guess it at all who it is, so that's important. And if that works, it will work also on the screen. So then it was on me with the killer and all that kind of stuff, but it starts at the story. So, and I think, I know that Joe and Rob, they did a good job with that. So yeah, I'm happy nobody told me, oh, Marcel, I knew it from the beginning on who the killer is, and that's something you don't want to hear.
Like, I had a hunch.
So far, so good.
But then I'm like, as the film went on, I'm like, no, it's not who I thought it was, not at all. Especially because one kill happened. What I thought. So everything worked out fine in my opinion. I mean, overall, this is a fantastic.
Awesome, perfect. Thank you.
So I know you just mentioned Garden of Eden as one of your next projects. What's the story with that?
Yes.
What's that about for those who are interested?
Well, Garden of Eden, that's it's definitely something people won't like think we would do next, especially after That's a Wrap, because That's a Wrap is such a fun ride. Garden of Eden is far away from fun. And we're right now in post-production, and it's what it is. It's a dark. It is very A24ish, I would say. The style and all that, and the story and all that kind of stuff. It feels like a Hereditary Midsummer kind of vibe, but it's definitely. I think it will have people talking about it after. It's very controversial and very brutal, but also very beautiful. And I don't want to spoil too much, but it is definitely a different movie, that's for sure.
No, that's definitely one to look out for, because I loved Midsummer especially. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for that movie.
Yeah.
So, Garden,
awesome. It is.
When can we expect That's a Wrap? What for people want to know, when is it getting its release?
That's a Wrap is coming out on the 25th, so it's so it's I'm super excited to see or to hear what people think. And Garden of Eden, that will be like more end of the year. We'll start with like a festival circus and all that, So let's see how that which festival we start with, but I think that will be end of the year, early next year. So yeah,
that's awesome. Well, I will say first of all, congratulations to the Neon Noir, and I'm looking forward to more of your guys' stuff.
Thank you.
That's a Wrap is coming August 25th. Everyone definitely needs to see this one, especially for probably the greatest kill scene of 2023, in my opinion. I mean that wholeheartedly. And Marcel, you did a fantastic job, and it's been great talking to you about it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah.
All right. Well, you take care and you have a good day.
Awesome.
All right.
You too. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, as the movie indicates, that's a wrap.
Yeah, and that's a wrap on the interview.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.